for what's happening in this business world, we are going over to Mike Eppel. I know what you're watching, of course, is what's happening with Kinder Morgan, the pipeline. So what is the latest that you're watching?
Yeah, indeed. Good morning, Melanie. This Kinder Morgan pipeline project, will it be a go, no go? What will the federal government's move be next to push this project forward? The talk out of Ottawa this morning is that the federal government will announce a buyout of the entire Trans Mountain Pipeline project from Kinder Morgan. This could cost billions of dollars, but then they'd resell it once the pipeline is actually completed as they push forward on this file, which has led to political disputes between BC and Alberta and all the way at the federal level, and jurisdictional rights, the environment, the need to get Canadian oil and energy products to global markets. It is a tangled web, and it is going to likely come to a head with an announcement by the Trudeau government coming up later this morning. We also have a potential disruption of the country's second biggest railway, which could cause some commuter headaches here in the GTA tomorrow morning at the earliest, perhaps, as CP Rail is faced with strike activity by two of its biggest unions, perhaps as early as 10 o'clock this evening. They've already started to shut down some of their rail operations in Western Canada in preparation for a strike, but CP operates some of the GO train lines, the Barrie and Milton lines specifically, so if in fact CP can't continue to operate the switches or what have you, that could lead to a disruption of commuter rail service here in the GTA, also in Montreal and Vancouver. And from this, the federal government might consider back-to-work legislation. They're currently in mediated negotiations. Price for oil taking a tumble this morning. This could affect the price of the gas pumps, maybe a downtrend in gasoline prices, because the talk is OPEC and Russia are looking at ramping up production. And when that signal hit the market last week, we started to see oil prices slide, and continuing this morning with crude futures on international markets already down by more than 2%. Guess what? That's taking the Canadian dollar lower as well this morning, down to a 2.5-month low. The loonie starting the day below 77 cents U.S. You're looking at an exchange rate north of $1.30. And the TSX comes in on a 5-day losing streak. The energy sector's been down. CP Rail shares have been down. Kinder Morgan in the spotlight today, and Wall Street gets back to work. And we're looking at the potential for a slide for the big markets stateside after a 3-day weekend. Dow futures down 150 points. That's it from here. Now back to the studio.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. Climbing